Why do we run? Why do we compete against ourselves?
Hey guys, welcome back to another live stream. This is no it's not, it's a pre-release. So it's Minecraft 1.19 pre-release 1. And pre-releases mean we are close to the release. I don't think we actually have a release date. I haven't read the patch notes properly yet, but we'll jump over to the patch notes now. So let's quickly just see. Yeah, I don't think there is a release date yet. Welcome to the stream, Kento. Let me quickly just do that. And let's load up the pre-release while we wait. So let me quickly just jump to the patch notes, which you guys should also be able to see the patch notes. You certainly can. Okay, there we go. Everything should now be done. So let's quickly just see. Presenting the first pre-release. From now on, you should mostly see bug fixes. In addition to that, pre-releases don't follow the regular snapshots, meaning they could release at any time. So keep an eye out for the next pre-release. As always, a big thanks to the community for the feedback, bug reports, and awesome ideas throughout the snapshot series. And let the pre-releases commence. So no, there isn't a release date yet for 1.19. I think the release date normally comes with a release candidates. But anyway, changes in this snapshot, or this pre-release, slightly reduced the number of mangrove trees in the mangrove swamps. Enderman Skeletons, Wither Skeletons and Piglings now spawn in a wider range of light levels than ever, from 0 to 11. So you actually see all of them mobs spawning up to like level 11, which is quite high. I think that's probably to parity with Bedrock because they made that same change a few betas ago. Item interaction vibrations are now emitted when you start or finish using an item with a start and finish state, such as bows, goat horns, start or finish. Okay. So it will now either be when you start it or when you finish it, such as bows, goat horns, crossbows, shields, and food. Item interaction vibrations are now ignored while sneaking, and placing items that aren't armor, such as pumpkins and skulls, in your headwear slot now plays a generic equipped sound. That's actually quite good, because before there would be no sound at all, and you wouldn't actually, obviously, apart from seeing it, you wouldn't know. So that's actually quite good. Technical changes. Auto completion is now available for the template argument to place template. Custom servers are now enabled or disabled chat preview. Now a chat preview is also shown for commands such as say/message. Added game events, note block plays with a vibration frequency of 6, instrumental play with a vibration frequency of 15. Okay, so once again it's a small slash thingy. Yeah, it's quite, the changes in it are small, but they're, I think, quite good changes. The reduced number of mangrove trees, I think that's a good thing, because there was too many. Also the placing of items that aren't armor now playing a sound, that's good. And then I think the other things are mainly just like generic bug fixes or changes to items and stuff like that. Technical changes are just, once again, technical. Not many people actually care about them. And bug fixes are, once again, a load of just random bits. Equipped in armor / elytra through inventory or dispenser doesn't play a sound. Skull sensors are now activated upon entities being summoned by a or not activated, so they now will be. That's good, I guess. So you can now have some sort of maybe a skulk sensor activation system. Equipped in armor through the inventory doesn't count as a vibration. That's now been fixed. Distant value for skulk sensors is limited. Okay, so this will be linked in the description if you do actually want to read all the patch notes. Although I think the actual link in the description is wrong due to it being a pre-release, so I will fix that in a second. But a few things here that I've noticed. Frogs don't panic when tempted with their food. Tadpoles are not tempted by slime balls. And frogs can jump around while being tempted. Tadpoles drop experience unlike other baby mobs. And its brain's advancement is not a child of Monster Hunter. Is that meant to be? Okay, that's a weird thing. Okay, so let's actually load up the world. But yeah, it's going to be mainly bug fixes we see from now on. And the pre-releases don't follow the same cycle as releasing on Wednesdays. They can release, I think, any day. It depends on how many bugs they need to fix and how, like, bad the bugs are. So, normally, from now on, I don't cover them in live streams, just because they're a bit unreliable on when they can release and how much they have in them. But I will definitely still cover videos on them. So I will probably, I don't know. I'll see depending on like when they release and how much they have in them. Because most pre-releases are just like today's one. It's barely got anything worth showing or talking about. So we'll have to wait and see. It could be the fact that pre-releases are more full because of the advanced things in this update. But we'll have to wait. Welcome to the stream, Warwicks. So, let me change it over to the gameplay now that Minecraft has loaded up. And I can do that by doing that button. Perfect. So, let's now quickly just see. So, actually, let's get a pumpkin, as that is obviously the most noticeable change. So, when placing this, have I got sounds on? I have. I'm guessing, what would it be? It'd be players, I'm guessing, would be putting it in here. yeah, as you can hear, when I do that, it plays the gear equip sound. And that is actually really good. Because obviously it would be the same as if you was to do like chest pieces. If you was to right click them into your armor like that, it would play it. But it wouldn't play it if you was to just place it in your armor slot. And also, if you place it in your armor slot, it should now also activate skulk sensors. Let's see if that is... Yep, as you can see, if I do that, you'll be able to see the actual skulk sensor does play. Which is another thing that you can't be wandering around a deep dark now, just placing it in. Because no matter what, it's going to activate the sensors anyway. I'm doing good, and welcome to the stream, Diablo. Yeah, I'm doing good. It's good to see that pre-releases have finally been released, because it seems like the last snapshots were... Is that floating water? No. Okay, it's just like a cliff with water floating. Yeah, it seems like the last few snapshots was like just basic bug fixes and stuff like that. So, what else have we seen changed? Let me quickly just check. Enderman Skeletons, piglings now spawn in light levels. And also, apparently, when you use like a bow or something when crouching. So if I do that, yeah, as you can see, that does activate the sensor. But if I'm now crouching, it will no longer activate the sensor. Does an arrow? Yeah, an arrow still hitting here. Does, even if you're crouching. But when you actually like fire the arrow, as long as it's not at the radius of which the block is, then it will no longer set off a vibration, which is pretty good. It's the same with things like goat horns. If you are just using it naturally, then it will set off a vibration. But if you are crouching when you use it, if I wait for the cooldown and you use it, okay, that still did set off a vibration. Although that shouldn't have been the case. It says when you're crouching, it don't set off vibrations. Yeah, when you're crouching and using the goat horn, I don't know if that's a bug and that hasn't been fixed as they intended. Or maybe because it's the goat horn and it plays a sound. Maybe no matter what, even if crouched, that is meant to be the case. Yeah, maybe that's meant to be the case. Okay, it's the same with crossbows then. So if you just have a crossbow, if you actually shoot it or charge it up while not crouching, it will set off the streaker or sensor. But if you do it while sneaking, it won't. That's actually a good change. And then the bug fixes with frogs and slime balls. That is not how you spell slime. Frogs, slime balls, and then we also can get a tadpole. Tadpoles apparently, let's go to water so I don't kill the tadpole. But they wouldn't be tempted with the slime balls. So they should now, yeah, as you can see, they'll now follow you when you actually hold slime balls in your hand. They're not that fast, but they do try to keep up. So that's good. So you can now technically tempt tadpoles, although you can just pick them up in a bucket. So that's kind of like, it's not really that useful unless for some weird reason you don't have a bucket. Well, it's a horn, so it sounds loud even if crouched. Yeah, and maybe that is what it is. Maybe it's bug, maybe it's not. I don't think it is, though. I think that's probably intentional. So these can obviously, they can be grown up with slime balls. And then the change is frogs will now no longer jump when tempted. Which obviously tempted is basically the word for when you're holding an item they like. It don't seem to be following me that well though, frogs. Is it? Yeah, it's following me. It just seems a bit bugged or broken when actually following me. Yeah, it seems to be doing some like 360 spins every time I turn in a different direction. Yeah, that I think is a bug, or maybe it's seeing me somewhere else. Because if I move over here, it turns to me, and if I move over here, it does like a little spin before actually following me, which is kind of weird. But once again, these can be obviously bred with slime balls, and they will breed. So So it's, once again, just basic bug fixes that don't really affect anything. And one thing I did quickly want to check is when you actually kill a mob, I want to check to see if the advancement for it spreads has been moved to the actual thing. So let's just get, I don't know, what is a monster? A zombie. A zombie, there we go. Let's place that there, and let's quickly just kill. Why did he not burn? Huh? Okay, it was just a bit of delay. They do still burn. I thought that was a bug. So Monster Hunter, if I now go to advancements, where is Monster Hunter? It's here. Kill one of every hostile mob. Okay. It spreads is now up here. Did it used to be a go off of that? Oh, okay. No, it's a go off of Monster Hunter. Yeah. So it's now there. I think it used to be down here somewhere. I think it used to be like here. So you now have to actually kill a mob for it spreads to show. Oh no, my brain, it's broken. Yeah, the frog seems a bit buggy when trying to follow slime balls. I don't know if that's... maybe they've broke something when fixing the bugs they fixed. But it seems to just like spin around and then follow you. But oh well. It's maybe a bug, maybe it's intentional, I don't know. Okay. It seems like frogs are really broken in this pre-release. Was that me was that real? That frog seemed like it done some quick speed walking. Frogs seem very broken. Okay. You're now going to walk up to me. Does a frog tadpole still... I'm guessing it obviously would. But does it do it with like naturally spawned frogs? Or is it only spawned with a spawn egg? I'm guessing it would be any frog. Come on, tadpole. Grow up. How many slime balls does it take? I think it takes like a stack and 20 if I'm correct. Are you broken as well? You're maybe? No, you're just not bothered about the slime balls at all. Yeah, okay. Even that one is kind of weird. You're not as weird though. Where are you? I guess... maybe? Yeah, you're still broken. You can die. There we go, and you're dead too. So, yeah, this pre-release is basically... we've basically covered everything. Let me quickly just see if there's any more patch notes that are kind of... not patch notes, any bug fixes that are kind of worth showing. Distance for Skulk, FFVFX is wrong. Let me turn down that music as well, because that is a little bit loud. There we go. I didn't really turn it down though, did it? Frog swimming, Lamo, so cute. Yeah, I love the frogs animations. I think the frog animations is so cool. Not only can it swim, go back in the water. Not only can it swim, it can also... huh? Frogs are so broken. Did you... he was just like jumping, but not jumping. Welcome, Jemiah, to the stream. This is the first pre-release for 1.19, and in this pre-release it seems like frogs are just weird. What are Enderman Skeletons? What do you mean by what are Enderman Skeletons? Was there something in the patch notes about Enderman Skeletons? Or... I don't know what you mean by Enderman Skeletons. Let me know what you mean by that. If you're on about the part in the patch notes where they mention, let me quickly just find it. Once again, the update isn't fully out. No, this is a pre-release, which means we're closer to the release, but we're not quite at the release. Yeah, if you're on about the... part in the patch notes where it's about nether levels, nether light levels, it's Enderman, normal skeletons, and wither skeletons. The frogs are quite buggy within this pre-release. It's a pre-release one. Yep, it is. The frogs are very buggy. It seems like they did fix quite a few AI problems with the frogs, which it seems like when they actually fixed them, as you can see, that frog is just doing some speed walking. Yeah, when they fixed the bugs they fixed, they've broke quite a few things. But that frog is just doing some speed stuff right there. I don't even know how it's doing that. It hasn't got any effects. I'm just going to make that clear. There's no effects on that frog at all. Welcome to the stream. Is that Noark? I think I said your name right. I might be wrong. I might have said it wrong, and I do apologize if I did. Yeah, that one, Never Levels. Yeah, it's Wither Skeletons, Enderman, and normal skeletons. So this head right here. This mob, Enderman, Wither Skeletons, and I think Piglings. They now will spawn anything from levels, light levels of 0 to 11, but only within the Nether dimension. How many pre-releases will there be? Pre-releases are random. You can't say how many there'll be. They also don't follow the Wednesday release. One could release tomorrow if they really wanted to. One could release next Monday. They don't follow the Wednesday releases. They release them basically whenever they have enough to release one. Or if there's a critical bug, then they'll release one. But it's random. Normally, there's around 8. Or at least that I think they've ever had the most is 8. But once again, it just really depends on how many bugs they find. No, you're right. Okay, I am normally wrong with saying names. But yeah, the amount of pre-releases, I think the most we've ever had is 8. I could be wrong there. Could have been an update with more. But I think 1.16, if I remember correctly, had around 8 pre-releases. And I think that's the most. At least since like 1.13. But yeah, this is basically like the smaller versions of snapshots. It's basically still a snapshot. It's not a stable release. But it's basically just the fact of there won't be no new items, blocks, mobs, biomes, or anything else like that now. It's just basically the part where they say, okay, all the new features are added. They now just try to make it as playable as possible and as less buggy as possible. But it seems like the frogs seem like they're broken in quite a few ways. Not only do they bug out when trying to follow slime balls, they seem to have some sort of weird speeding jump or speeding walk. Also, when they jump, they also seem to like freeze in midair for a second. I don't know. It seems like frogs have been, maybe the bugs they fixed has broken something or a few things. But the main thing within this snapshot is when you equip things like pumpkins, it will now play a sound when equipping them, as you can see from doing that. It now plays the gear equipped sound, which it never used to do. And also when placing it from your inventory, it also plays it. Because before, if you was to right click it, it would play it. It now plays it from when just doing that. Do frogs drop anything? I don't think so. Die frog, die. They drop XP. That is it. Tadpoles will no longer drop XP. I think they did, and apparently that was a bug. Well, because they are technically a baby mob, or because they're the baby variant of the frog. So they don't drop anything. But no, frogs don't either. The only thing that frogs are useful for is looking cute, as they do look cute, and frog lights. They obviously, upon killing a magma, where is it? A magma, it will drop a frog light. No, that's not a magma. There we go. That should drop a magma, a frog light. Yeah, there you go. That's the only thing they're really useful for. Dropping frog lights and then just looking cute. And obviously, you need them for advancements. So if you're trying to do advancements, I think there's 3 advancements related to the frog. I think. Is it in husbandry? No. Where is the advancements related to the frog? I don't know where they are. I think it's picking up a frog in a bucket or a tadpole in a bucket, which technically that's related to the tadpole, not the frog. Is that not going to work? No, maybe you have to actually pick one up. So let's get a water bucket. And then let's also get a tadpole. There we go. Let's place you there and pick you up. That didn't work either. Huh? Is advancement broken? Let's get all frog lights then. I know that's another advancement related to frogs. Okay, that worked. So where is that one? That's not in there, so it's in husbandry. Yeah, here we go. Catch a tadpole in a bucket. Get each variant of frog on a lead, and then 3 frog lights. Warden skin. Yeah, I've had this warden skin since the warden was announced. Or not this exact one. I've changed to more colourful and upgraded ones since. Welcome Sword Games to the stream. Can you try and make a froglight farm? I've actually made one on the channel for Bedrock Edition. That one does work on Java as well. But I'm actually working on a very simple one, which I can go and show off in a second. But I don't know why this advancement's not working with picking up a tadpole in a bucket. Is it because I'm in creative mode? It was because I was in creative mode. That's weird. I never known advancement not to be granted in creative. And then obviously getting all 3 frog variants on a lead is also another one. But you don't need to do that together. For example, if I was to get a lead and put this orange one on a lead, I wouldn't have to keep this orange one on a lead for the others to count. As you can see, it's now 1. I can now go into, I think this should spawn a white frog. Yeah, I can now put this one on a lead and it'll go to 2. A lot of people think that advancement, you need them all on the lead at the same time. That's not correct. Let me quickly locate the Mangrove Swamp, because they made some changes to the Mangrove Swamp, and then we'll go and show off a froglight farm. Because I've designed a very simple one, but at the same time it's not simple because it uses powdered snow, which is not easy to get. It's easier in 1.18, but it's still not easy because of you have to either explore for it, or you have to place down like 50,000 cauldrons just to get it to spawn. And it seems like frogs are more common in Mangrove Swamps in this pre-release, just because there was quite a few frogs. I can't speak today apparently. The actual change to the Mangrove Swamp is that the trees are now less common, or a little bit less common. They're still obviously common, but they've reduced the amount that spawn just by a little bit, just to make it so it's a bit easier to walk through, and it's also a lot easier to actually boat through if you find a patch of water. Is that a frog in the tree? No, that was a Propagule. So in cases like this, it should now be easier to boat through it because there should be less trees occasionally that are here, which is quite good. As you can see, there's still like loads, but there's not. There are now more gaps where there's not trees than there was in previous snapshots, which I like. I always thought that this biome was a bit too crowded. 1.19 now also has pre-releases like 1.18 we are now on. Yeah, pre-releases basically mean that they have finished adding new items, blocks, mobs, biomes, structures and all that. They're now basically just working on bug fixes and making the update as stable as they possibly can. So it basically means we're close to the release. We haven't got a release date yet, so we won't know when it's released, but it basically means that we are one step closer to the release, because they normally release snapshots, which is the build up to the update, then pre-releases, which means that all the features are now final, they're just bug fixing. Then after pre-releases, it's release candidates, which means that if the release candidate they release is stable enough, then that's the update. That'll be released when the release date is set. So pre-releases are basically we will not see no more new items, blocks, or anything like that now. It's gonna be just bug fixes we see between now and the final thing. Bug fixes, changes, and stuff like that. We will obviously still see some changes to maybe 1.19 features if they're needed. How does the chat preview work now? It still works the same, I think. I don't know. Is there a way? How do you even get it to work? You have to be on a server, I believe. So if I turn that on, no. How do you get it to work? I have no clue. I haven't even messed around with it. How do you get a chat preview to work? Do you have to actually be on a server? Does Open Its LAN not work as a server? Welcome LP10 to the stream. But naturally mangroves are extremely dense. Yeah, I know. I know that a lot of people did mention that to me. I think it's just the fact they want the actual biome to be boatable, so you can get in a boat and boat around the biome. That's why the actual routes are like high, so you can just like walk through it and boat around it a lot easier than you would be able to if the roots were down like this. And I think that's why they've just removed a little bit of the trees. It's still quite dense. It's just not as dense. There's a lot more areas where you can see the floor or the water now, whereas before it'd be like this right here. So there are still very dense areas, but there's just less dense areas. But yeah, it's still a very cool biome. If I quickly just go in spectator mode so we can fly faster, you can see there's still a lot of trees. It's just there's more areas where you can see through the biome than there was before, which I think maybe they've lowered the trees a bit too much in some cases, but I don't know. I don't know how they actually spawn in real life. Like here it looks a bit empty. Maybe they could do with another tree in some cases. Also here it's quite empty. So I think it's a bit less denser, but maybe that's also to fix the bug with frogs being a lot rarer. Because now they've actually changed. Maybe they've upped the frog spawn rate. But frogs are also a lot more common now as well. But I don't know. It could be the fact. I think it's the fact they want them. They want it so you can boat. I don't know why I put you on a lead. They want it so you can boat through the biome, and that might be why. It could be a number of reasons. It might be they didn't like how many trees there were. I have no clue. It might be just to make it easier for the player to walk and wander around the biome. Yeah, they made them... I don't even know how to say that word. I'm not going to try to. I was thinking maybe Mojang could add in the villagers' corn, like the food. What do you mean by that? I don't know what you mean by villager corn. Let's actually go and showcase a froglight farm. So that is not what we want. Obsidian, flint and steel. The best way or place to build a froglight farm is actually within like cornfields. I think it would be cool. I just think it would be too much like wheat. I think adding corn to the game, it would be too much like wheat. Maybe they could add wheat fields instead. But I think corn would be too similar to wheat in some cases, and I think it'd be kind of like it might not have its unique uses. Like fields of corn. I don't know. That would, I think, be cool. I just think they'd have to come up with a unique use for the actual structure for the corn. Can we locate a bastion with a spawner in it? Cat spawn, dolphin eye, mineshafts, ocean ruins, treasures. No. There's no way to locate... Okay, there's an ad. That is not good. But yeah, there's no way to locate a bastion with the magma spawner, which is kind of sad. So we're just going to... That's not a bastion. We're going to have to just hope that we get a bastion with a spawner in it, I guess. And have we? No, we haven't. Yikes. So it looks like we're going to have to just fly away. But yeah, the best place to build a frog-like farm is within a bastion with a magma spawner, because obviously it's guaranteed magmas. You could also build them inside of the basalt delta, because obviously magmas do spawn here. It's just a lot harder because you have to spawn proof a lot of the actual area, and it's not as easy because obviously there's a lot of spawning areas. I don't actually know, do magmas spawn on the nether roof? I know piglings do. I don't know if magmas do. Let's actually test this. Let's go a bit above and let's just /fill. Because if this is the case, this could be a easier way to build a frog-like farm instead of having to clear out an area inside of a basalt delta, inside of a bastion. /fill, let's just fill it with netherrack. I do apologize if you hear my dogs barking in the background. Netherrack. There we go. I don't know if frogs do, not frogs, I don't know if magmas do spawn on the nether roof. I haven't actually really tested it. I know that piglings and hoglings and all that do. I don't see why magmas wouldn't. Okay, they do. So maybe this is an easier place to build a magma farm. Not a magma, a frog-like farm. As you could just do like this and then put, I don't know, like an iron golem in the center to have them all lead. Welcome Dream to the stream. Mojang could add deers. That would be cute. They would add hay bales. They would be like hay bales. Yeah. The only thing, when Minecraft add new features, they've got to, first of all, think of, like, is it unique? Because there's no point adding a item block that is like something we already have. Because then it's just loads of clutter, basically, in the game. So, adding, do only subs that can comment? I don't like doing that. For the simple fact is it then forces people to subscribe just to talk in chat, which I don't like. It would be nice for, obviously, people to sub, but I don't like doing it as sub only, because then it's basically forcing people to sub just to talk, which I don't like the sound of. So yeah, that's why I don't. But that would be similar to llamas. Yeah, it's the fact of a lot of Minecraft could add a lot of things. It's just a lot of it would be so much like what we have already in the game. So yeah, it's just like a lot of things could be added. It's just, is there point in adding it? Because is it going to be too much like something else, or is it going to be its own unique thing that they could have its own purpose for? So let's quickly actually just see. Iron bars. There we go. That's not iron bars. Is this going to work? I don't know if this is. We're going to have to make the powdered snow, and actually we can't put powdered snow in the center there because otherwise the iron golem will sink into it. I don't know if the iron golem would be able to sink into this. I think that's too high, too thingy for it. Let's quickly just see. In this case, obviously, if I build this type of frog-like farm, this would only work inside a Java edition because you can't build, obviously, on a nether roof in Bedrock. But I have actually designed a Bedrock frog-like farm before. I am the real Dream. I know you're not, because Dream would have a official tick next to his name. So let's quickly... Why are you not spawning? I think it's because of these blocks right here. Let's maybe do that, and we do it. Nope, you're still not spawning. Maybe it's because of them blocks right there. Will you spawn now? Yes, you will, and I just need to quickly do that before you get out. There we go. So, yeah, doing something like this, I think, could be very simple. Obviously, you'd have to build walls on it, just to obviously make it so the magmas can't jump out, because obviously that would then fill the mob cap up and do it so and that's not centered. That's really bugging me that that's not centered. This is the pre-release. If I do this, as you can see, it's up here, 1.19 pre-release 1. We are currently in the pre-release. There's not really anything new. There's a load of bug fixes, and then basically if you equipped armor and stuff like that now with your inventory open, it now plays the equipping sound, as you can hear. And also equipped in things like carved pumpkins, also skulls. So like a wither skeleton skull, putting that now on your head will play the sound. Whereas before it wouldn't make no sound at all. Wood is cool, welcome to the stream. Nicholas, welcome to the stream. Sandy Fox was the name 3. Wait, what does that say? Sandy Rowe was the name S. I don't know what you mean by that, and welcome to the stream, Sandy. Can I talk in Hindu? I cannot. I can only talk in English, and some other languages, but not that well. Well, no, actually, no, not that well in any other language. So this, in theory, should work. How big is the biggest magma? I think we're actually going to have to do this by another block in each direction, just to make sure that they can definitely fall through it. And why are they not aggroing against the iron golem? That's kind of annoying. I don't know why they're not aggroing against the iron golem. If I do this, just so they can't get out. There we go. Actually, why have I put the powdered snow there? Powdered snow don't even need to be there. Let's quickly just do this. Stupid dream stan. Stupid dream stan. Don't know what you mean by that. I'm guessing if you grow a mangrove tree, it will break bedrock blocks. I don't think so. I think that's either A, bedrock exclusive, or B, it's something that has been fixed. That's not the case on Java, at least, but I'll try it in a second just to obviously show. Where am I from? I'm from the UK. So let's quickly, I'm not going to say where in the UK, because obviously that's something that don't need to be said, but I am from the UK. There we go. Let's break that block. So there we go. Anything that falls through, and I've just noticed I don't actually need these here. This can be air blocks, as long as we have blocks obviously down here that would make it so they die, because they need to be this small magma. So I think having powdered snow across like that would obviously kill them into the second layer. So this is, if you was to build a frog-like farm inside of the inside of Nether, sorry, this would probably be the easiest but less efficient way, because it's basically the fact of you don't have to do any digging, and you only need obviously some blocks, an iron golem, and some powdered snow. If you was to build a more efficient one, then definitely build it inside of a basalt delta. But the simple fact is, obviously magmas are way more common in not basalt deltas, inside of a bastion. They're a lot more common inside of bastions because of obviously the spawner. I have no clue what's going on in chat at the moment. At least my name is unique. Okay, I have no clue what's going on in chat. If you place carpet on top of the slimes, wait, what does that say? If you place carpet on top of slimes and push a slime with piston, it'll drop a carpet item. Yeah, that's been a bug for a while, and they haven't actually fixed it yet, which is really weird. They're aware of it, the devs. I'm pretty sure they're aware of it, but they haven't fixed it yet, which is really weird. So let's try and see if we can actually see if mangrove will break bedrock. I don't think it would, and if it does, it's normally a bedrock thing with bedrock. They don't normally make Java easy breaking bedrock. Welcome to the stream, Tony. So let's quickly just try this. I think this is a bedrock thing, but we can try it on Java. Okay, you're gonna need to dig out like quite a big area if this does work. But the simple fact is the roots grow like quite big, and it won't grow if it can't place the roots. So you're gonna have to dig out like a 5x5 area. I think should be enough. Maybe not, maybe more. Maybe it's because it's too tall. Yeah, I don't think this is gonna work. And if it does work, it's like pretty pointless. Because you have to grow like such a... you have to dig out a big area just for it to even grow the tree. Let's quickly just... Am I doing this wrong? Does someone know in chat who... I don't know who said that you can break bedrock with mangrove propagules? Am I doing this wrong or is this correct? Am I meant to place it like down further? Am I meant to place it up at bedrock level? It don't seem to be growing the tree. And if I, let's head up a second and see if I can do it from up here. Placing it up here, I don't think would break bedrock. Say if you broke that one piece and then grew the mangrove tree. Yeah, it don't break bedrock in that case. As you can see, it just does it in the fact of... yeah, so it don't break bedrock growing it on top of bedrock. So I'm guessing it is you have to grow it underneath. Which seems kind of like pointless if this does work, because you have to dig out like such a big area for it to even grow. Let's just keep digging out blocks, I guess, to see if we can get this to work. Let's maybe dig it down a few more. There we go. Is it 2 blocks or 3 blocks that the roots grow? It might be 3 blocks, and that might be why it's not growing. Let's try digging it 3 blocks in each direction, and that might help. There we go. And is that now 3 blocks? Yeah, that's now 3 blocks. So let's put this down there and now grow it. Once again, I don't think it's working. Yeah, I think this is either a bedrock thing where it only works on bedrock edition, or it's the fact of it's just so painful to do, it's pointless. It might be because there's all blocks up here, so let's try and just remove all the blocks within the bedrock, which is very tedious, but I guess it might have to be done for this to work. That's done, so let's just keep breaking these. I broke a bit of bedrock there. Let's just place that back. I think all the actual netherrack has now been removed from this area. Let's just see, there's none in there. So yeah, once again, I think it's now been removed, so let's try it again. Goats don't panic when tempted with their favorite food. Yeah, they fixed the bug with frogs not panicking, so they might fix that in next snapshot or something. But frogs are really broken within this pre-release. They have some pathfinding animation bugs. They have some bugs with them jumping and quite a few other things. Alt F4 is the best idea. Yeah, did you know it gives you full netherite armor? Definitely does. Yeah, this isn't working. I don't know who said this is a thing. It might be a thing only on Bedrock Edition, but on Java it don't seem to be working. It seems like you just need a really big, insane area. It would have been quicker for me to get the resources and break the bedrock, rather than digging out this area just to break it with a Propagule. Guys, please stop in chat, otherwise you are gonna probably be timed out. The whole thing about calling each other stupid and telling each other to shut up is not needed. And everyone can like their own certain thing, block-wise, item-wise, mob-wise. And at 9x9 with a sapling in the middle, yeah. If that is the case, that's just completely pointless to do. It would be quicker just to break the bedrock than digging out that whole area. Welcome to the stream, EN80 Gaming. You need to cover all of the mud with floor, not just one block. Is that really a thing? I don't think so, because we grew this one here with one block of mud. I think it's just the lack of air blocks around it, because if I just place one mud there and bone meal this, as you can see, it grows into a tree. It's just if there's mud under these roots, then they will be turned into muddy roots. How many is this? Yeah, look, these are placed on the 3rd and 4th block. That's placed on the 2nd block. It's just if there is all mud under it. It don't need to be all mud, but if there is, it will turn the mud blocks underneath into muddy mangrove roots. That was a very bad okay, it might be the fact of, like, it's trying to grow a tree with this big root, and that might be why it's not spawning. Because the fact of the mangrove tree, it will not actually grow unless it can place the roots. So, farming mangrove is going to be, like, really hard. Is there any mangrove tree farms out there? Just because of how the roots grow, it's going to be, like, really annoying to grow them. But yeah, as you can see, this tree, this root right here has grown on top of the mud, which has turned it into a muddy mangrove root. So that is, it don't need to be all mud. At least this one hasn't got all mud and it's still grown fine. Same with this one here. One thing that I hate about mangrove trees, let's just say digging this or mining this whole tree in survival mode is very tedious. Just because, look, if you break all the logs are worse than acacia logs. They're more spread out. As you can see, just like digging this tree, the logs are just so annoying and tedious to mine. They're all over the place. I think the mangrove tree is one of the most annoying trees to actually get rid of. Is bundles coming in the 1.20 update? I don't know. They've confirmed they won't be in 1.19. And they have also said that they are still trying to add them. They will be added at some point. They just need to fix some mobile controls. Where if you're on a mobile, you wouldn't actually be able to look at what's in the bundle. If you would hover over it, it would pick it up. So they're trying to fix that, and they said as soon as they do find a fix for that, then they will obviously be added, but they don't know when that is. I reckon it'll probably be 1.20, maybe 1.21. Maybe it depends. They might end up just saying they can't be asked, or it might be too complicated. We'll have to just wait and see. You can make mangrove leaves and a dispenser with bone meal. Make a propagule farm. I've built a propagule farm on the channel. I think, yeah, I have. I've built a propagule farm on the channel before. It's just, once again, it consumes a lot of bone meal. We actually made a automatic propagule farm, which I can build right now because it's not really that hard. If you have dispensers like so, with then blocks like so, there we go, and then some observers with redstone like that. If you put redstone on them blocks, also redstone on them blocks, a repeater there, and then a observer. Obviously you wouldn't be building this on the nether roof, but we are building it just because we're here. If you then put an observer there, not an observer, a repeater, with a repeater there, no, that's an observer, with then redstone there, repeater there on 4 ticks, redstone there, with then another redstone there, and then a block there. I know this is probably not easy to follow. If you do want to have a easy tutorial to follow, I have actually uploaded a video on this. With then a piston right there, and that should be it fully working. We obviously just need a way to activate it, which you can just use a hopper clock. And then you need a mangrove leaf. Let's actually grab bone meal. Let's fill this dispenser up with bone meal. And then we can do a very quick thing right here, where if we shift that and grab the data of that, we can place these down and these will automatically be filled. There we go. And then we once again grab another mangrove leaf. and place that there, cover the floor back up, and do that. As you can see, I have done something wrong. What have I done wrong? Does it not pass through bedrock? Huh? They have broke this? Okay, no, I've placed this repeater in the wrong place. That should be there, and that should be redstone. There we go. And as you can see, it bone mills it, and then automatically breaks the Propagule. Somewhere in this case, this is actually broken. Okay, this don't work anymore. Was it that's meant to be 4 ticks delay? No. Okay, there you go. That needs to be 2 ticks of delay. And this is now working. There we go. So that needs to be 2 ticks of delay, and that one down there needs to be 4 ticks. And as you can see, I'm getting a Propagule every time that piston pushes up. I timed out Dream Imposter, and it looks like he's changed his name earlier. Yeah, I know who that Dream person is. I think they're in the Discord. I could be wrong though. Welcome back, LP. In my opinion, Tiger Wood is so annoying to mine. I think the most annoying to me is no. Tall oak trees are probably the ones I hate to mine, but I think Mangrove has took that spot now. It goes so tall. Yeah, that is actually true. What if Mojang rejected a sky update because it's hard to make a sky dimension? Technically, they've done it. Technically, they've made a sky dimension with the end. So, it's not... They could do it. Just make the end islands a little bit bigger. But yeah, technically, they've done it. Because I don't see how how a sky dimension would be much different to the end dimension. It'd probably just be floating islands with more of like foliage and grass and that. And what is my favorite mob in 1.19? I think just going in F5 answers your question. Why can't I comment? I can see your comment. It was because you were timed out by Tony for carrying on with whatever was going on in chat about Dream and arguments and whatever. But anyway, yeah. So this is my favorite mob. I think you can just tell from looking at my skin. Yeah, claiming to be someone as well. If you're claiming, whether it be claiming to be Dream, whether it be claiming to be, I don't know, Ariana Grande, anyone like that, you will just be timed out as well. It's pointless to claim to be someone. That magma over there is on top of the iron golem trying to kill it. Anyway, let's turn this off now because it's quite loud and it's quite... Okay, the bone meal hasn't actually run out that much. By your unsubbing, that's completely fine. Don't bother me. You could get banned if you impersonate someone. Yeah, it's first of all, it's pointless. Second of all, it's not nice. It could cause trouble for the person you're impersonating. Yeah, it could just cause problems for them, and it's just pointless. If you are unsubbing, it really don't bother me. It don't bother me at all. I appreciate you subbing in the first place, but if you're unsubbing just because you got told not to do something, that's a you problem, not a me problem. And I know I sound harsh by saying that. It don't bother me at all. I appreciate everyone who does tune into the streams and everyone who is subbed. But Fireflies are 1.19. Fireflies are sucks, I'm not gonna lie. Minecraft Live Biome Vote 2019. It was a mob called Fireflies, or should I say house fires, and not witness to frogs. Read more. Fireflies are not coming in 1.19 now. I understand why. I understand why. It's the fact of it's like, to put it in simple words, they don't want something that can harm frogs, and they don't want to teach people to go out in public and feed frogs something that could kill them, which is understandable. I would like fireflies just for the atmosphere of walking around a swamp biome. That is the only reason I want fireflies. Just for the atmosphere, even if they was just an entity and not an actual mob. That's the only reason I want them. Just for the atmosphere. The thing that Mojang forgot is that they add fireflies. Sad fireflies are not coming in 1.19. Yeah. It's once again sad but understandable. We have to put down my family dog today. I'm very sad, and we're going to get a puppy on Memorial Day or this weekend. I do apologize about that, ZK Gaming. Is it... I'm guessing the dog's ill. I hope that you get through it, and just... if the dog is ill, it's... I know it's hard, but it's... in the long run, it'll probably be better. I had a dog got put down, I think, 2 years ago because it was ill. Tony, why can't I impersonate someone? I've explained why. Not only is it against YouTube's rules to impersonate someone, it's just pointless. Why would you want to impersonate someone? I just wanted some friends. It's ill. I'm sorry about that, ZK Gaming. I'm just gonna say, if that's how you're trying to make friends, that's not the way to do it. That's definitely not the way to do it. Because then if you do become friends with someone, how are you then going to explain to them that you lied about who you are? That's not the way to go about making friends. Our new puppy is going to be a golden retriever. That's cool. How old is the puppy? I mean, is it a puppy or is it a few months old? Cheese? Don't know what that means, but yes. Yeah, there's no point in impersonating someone. And if that is something you want to do, I'd say I'm not threatening. No one said you are. It's just who you are impersonating. It's pointless. And you might not see yourself as threatening, but someone else might. Just don't do it. It's completely pointless to fake to be someone. It's a puppy that was born in January. That's pretty cool. I bet you it's probably cute as well. But yeah. Enough about the impersonating stuff now. Just don't do it. It's pointless to do it. And it will not only risk your actual YouTube account being banned, it will risk you just being completely banned from the stream. Oh my god, you're a warden? Hacks, oh my god. Yep. I don't think I'm as terrifying as the warden, though. I don't think I am I? I think the warden is way more intimidating than I am. Let's quickly just see. Yeah, there you go. Our community welcomes anyone. Yeah, anyone is welcome in the thingy. But just be yourself is the main thing, and be nice to everyone. That is the two things that will not, if you are doing, you won't get banned for. Mojang said they have a plan for a archaeology feature. Don't worry, it won't leave it soon. It'll be added. Where is it? Where are you finding all this, Mr. Axolotl dude? The archaeology, they have said they want to make it its own update. Rushing it in the caves and cliffs, they said it was, they think it's a good enough thing to make its own update, which is cool. I would like it to be its own update because it means they'll put more time and more effort into it, which means it will end up being a cooler thing and maybe more unique. I see the difference. The normal warden is way more chunkier. Yeah, it's been, I've been skipping leg day. The normal warden hasn't. Also, let's quickly just cover people who have subscribed. Let me quickly just do that. The dumbest person on earth, thanks for subscribing. Wood is cool, thanks for subscribing. And MD Roge, thanks for subscribing. I appreciate that. My cat is having a baby in 4 months. That's cool. Welcome TNG Inferno to the stream. And I don't know why LP keeps saying cheese. Where is the warden gone? Oh, the warden's down there. Is it ranged attacking something? Has it killed all the frogs in here? It has. Is it now trying? It is. It's trying to get to the iron golem, I think. If you have subbed and I didn't read your name out, it's the simple fact is your YouTube account is it's most likely private, which means it won't actually tell me. But if you did sub, I appreciate that, YouTuber, as well. But yeah, if I didn't read out your name and you have subbed, then it's because your YouTube account is on private and it don't actually tell me. Private accounts that have subbed for obviously private reasons. From the dev. Oh, okay. Yeah, I like that they delayed archaeology. I was upset at first because I was really looking forward to it, but I'm glad because it means they can put more time and more effort into it, which means it will end up being a cooler thing. It'll be a part of an upcoming update. Okay. That would be cool. Archaeology would really fit into any update in a way. It would fit into like pretty much any biome update because it would be a part of like a biome. It would fit in. The only update I don't think it would fit up into is an end update. Having archaeology in the end update wouldn't really make sense. So it would fit in any update that's not the end. Any overworld update it would fit really into. Let's just say that. But in it being in a part of an upcoming update don't necessarily mean 1.20. 1.21 is technically an upcoming update. Is there the warden disc thing? I don't know what you mean by the warden disc. Do you mean music disc 5? Is that what you mean? And welcome to the stream, Chicky. I don't know. I'm guessing. Do you mean Music Disc 5? Minecraft update adding archaeology with archaeologist villagers. Archaeology has been confirmed. A villager related to archaeology hasn't, no. It's just we don't know when it will come. Whether it will come in 1.20, 1.21, or a update after that. The new music disc? Yeah, that is obviously here. Music disc 5, I believe it's called. It would help if I could spell it. There we go, music disc 5. We can actually play it. Jukebox is what you use, not a name box. Is that playing? Music and sound, jukebox and note. That's probably too loud. Let's not turn it up that loud. One thing that I wish Minecraft would fix is this. This has been a bug in Minecraft for so long, but actually reducing this don't reduce the sound of note blocks unless it's like, I think it does it in like 2 or 3 stages. So having it like at 100 is the same as having it at like 40-ish. So it's kind of annoying. I wish they'd fixed that. And it stopped. There we go. Let's put it back in. So this is the new, or not new, but it'll be new in 1.19 music disc. Double jump enchantment will be added. It's very useful for hardcore. Yeah. I think a double jump would be cool. It would probably have to be balanced. Because a double jump would be quite OP in certain cases. Asking to be banned is not a good thing. There could be more enchantments. Yeah, Minecraft could do with more enchantments. I think enchantments is one of the things that Minecraft lacks, but I think adding new ones, it's kind of like the fact of they have to be useful. I think an enchantment that Minecraft would really be useful, or would be useful in Minecraft, is would be like an auto smelting. Swift sneak. Yeah, swift sneak is coming in 1.19. A auto smelting in enchantment would be good. That either does it so you auto smelt one like an ore, or you have a chance to auto smelt. Even if it's not like 100%, maybe there's like a 50% upon mining an ore, there's a chance to give you the ingot straight away. Welcome Chicky Gaming. Thanks for subscribing as well. What is new in pre-release 1? They made a fix or a change to bows and stuff like that. So when you're actually sneaking, they will not set off sensors. So let's quickly just grab a sensor. When you're now sneaking and you aim or pull the bow, it will no longer set off a sensor. The only way it will set off a sensor is if you actually hit the arrow near the sensor. If it hits like a block in range of it, then it will still set off the sensor. Or if you are not crouched, then using the bow will still. And the other thing is, wither skeletons, enderman, piglings, and skeletons now spawn up to like level 11 inside of the nether, and only the nether. And then the final thing is when you equipped items in your inventory, so having your inventory open and clicking, they will now play the equipped sound. As you can hear, it's telling me I'm equipped in something and it's playing a sound. And that will now also set off the sensors. So as you can see, every time I do this, it's activating the sensor as well. As that was a thing people would use to basically ignore the sensors, but still be able to put the armor on. And as you can see, it also works with armor. If I was to put these on, it activates the sensor. A lot of people would abuse that, but that has now been fixed. Well, stop this song. Why? It's cool. And it's not really a song, it's sound effects, which is the one thing I don't like about it. They need a fourth dimension, or this game falls hard. I don't think they do. I think they need to update the dimensions they've got first. There's a lot of things in Minecraft that feel so plain and empty, and adding a new dimension would add to that list after a while. We don't have to wait until Minecon to know about 1.20. I think we do. Has someone said otherwise? I don't know. Are they going to announce? They normally announce it in in Minecraft live. I don't know. They might announce it sooner. I don't think they will though. So the good news is the fruits on trees and bushes. Yeah, that's on the tracker as a I don't know what it's under. I think it's under reviewing it or thinking about it. I can't wait what the future of Minecraft will be like in 1.29 and stuff. The thing about Minecraft is it goes through stages of not necessarily it dying, but not as many people play it. and then it will go back to a lot of people playing it, and it's just like that. That is Minecraft, and I think that's the way it's always going to be. It goes through points where it's boring and it's thingy, but I think they're kind of fixing that with releasing an update every year, because just as it's getting boring, they release a new update which then adds to the game, which makes it then new again. But before, where they'd like wait, I think like 2 years for an update, it was so boring because there was nothing new. But they're obviously fixing that. I wish they would stick to the 2 updates a year. They did say that they were trying to do that. They did it with 1.16, no, 15, 14 and 15. And they also done it with 17 and 18. Which released one in mid-year, one at the end of the year. And I think they should stick by that, as that is cool. Obviously, it's just... it's a lot of work, especially with obviously COVID and all that, and a lot of them had to work from home, and a lot of them still have to. But anyway, guys, I think that is where I'm going to end the stream. Because I'm going to go and sort tomorrow's video out, as I want to get tomorrow's video done, so I don't have to do it later on, because it's quite hot in the UK, and I don't want to be sitting here all day recording and sorting video stuff out. More sea life would be super cool. I think, although we've only just got an update aquatic, which was 1.13, I think the oceans seem so bland already. But that's probably... I think there's obviously things that are needed more, like deserts, badlands, savannas, jungles. Nah, jungles have got pandas, so they don't feel as empty. Dark oak forests feel quite plain and empty. But yes, I am going to end there. I appreciate everyone who came into the stream, and also everyone who subbed. Let me quickly just check. I want to know, how many subs are we on now? I'm pretty sure we're close to 1,500. Okay. We are on... Let me quickly just check. 1,456. We're close to 1,500. That's pretty cool. We only reached 1k at the beginning of this year. So half a year we've almost got 500, which is not too bad. But anyway, I will see you guys in another video tomorrow, or another live stream next Wednesday. I don't know, actually. There might not be. It depends on what they do with snapshots and pre-releases and all that. But anyway, I will see you guys next time. Thanks to everyone who tuned in, and also thanks to Tony for being in chat moderating it. Let me quickly just read that last message. Mojang will add jellyfish, and they will be added in Minecraft because it shows a concept. Yeah, jellyfish. I think jellyfish would be cool. More like an end sort of jellyfish. Something that floats around in the void, shaped like a jellyfish, not real jellyfish in the oceans. I think that would be cooler. But anyway, I am going to end the stream. Don't forget, if you do have ideas of what you would like to be added to Minecraft, or you would like to see in Minecraft, let me know in Discord, as I can add it, and I'll make a video about it. I added a lot to the world update in a video uploaded, I think, Monday, and I plan to make a part 2 of that, as that was a really fun video to record. And now that we won't see nothing else in 1.19, it'd be cool to add to it even more. But anyway, I am going to end the stream. Thank you to everyone who joined in, and I will see you guys next time. That is a ad. Let's quickly just wait for that to end so I can play music. So I'll see you guys next time. Bye.